Good evening, everybody. I'm Kenneth Bryan in for Jason Harper. We're going to start today with the FA Cup. The finals hit the field on Sunday under the lights of the Truman Bodden Sports Complex. The women of Sunset taking on the Women's United, while the Georgetown against Tigers FC. The girls' final kicked off on Sunday evening and was a good game to watch. Women's United was returning to the stage for the third straight year, and after taking home the cup both previous times, they were looking for a three-peat. Chanel Gale was the hero for the team, sending 4 shots into the back of the net, helping her team to cruise to a 5-2 win and raising the cup trophy once again. And then it was to the men's turn to the spotlight. The finals were an intense battle between the top teams, and Tigers quickly became the powerhouse team and Georgetown right behind them on their heels. It was anyone's game, but it came down to the Tex Whitelock's goal in the 13th minute that would prove to be the deciding factor in one of Georgetown's, as Georgetown edged the Tigers 1-0. The Georgetown champions of the trophy for the 43rd FA Cup trophy. And over to cricket pitch, where the West Indies look to continue the winning ways in the 2020 tournament. On Friday, in their first match of the tournament against Ireland, the West Indies dominated their opponents by winning 70 runs in a 138-68. Player of the match honors went to Darren Sammy, batting in 30 runs in the winning effort. And their second game today against England, the West Indies won the toss and elected to take the field first. England jumped out to take a strong lead of making 191 for 5. Marine held up the playing during the West Indies inning after making only 30 runs in a 2.2 overs. They started up again, but the weather once again stopped the play. Under the DL method, gave West Indies the win with 60 for 2 by 8. Wickets sending them to the second round. It was a star-studded event at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas on Saturday night. Thousands of hands witnessed the much-hyped Floyd Mayweather and Shane Mosley boxing fight. Money Mayweather entered the match undefeated and did not look like his usual self in the first 2 rounds, but Mosley almost sent Mayweather to the floor in the second round with a right hand that causing him to buckle in his knees a little bit. But that was it for Mr. Mosley, as he couldn't manage the whole 12 rounds. Mayweather dominated the rest of the way, landing 123 punches out of 267 power shots. Money came away with a unanimous decision and continued his dominance in the boxing world. Still no word yet on whether Mr. Pacquiao, Manny Pacquiao, will be fighting against Mayweather, a much anticipated fight. The 136th running of the Kentucky Derby was a rain-soaked, muddy race for the ages. Here's a quick recap of that race.
In the Kentucky Derby, American Lion SB, there goes Conveyance. He's looking for speed on the outside. Looking at Lucky, he had to step on the brakes in the early going. So it's Conveyance. Super Saver Tiz inside. Here comes a pumped up 70s Candy. American Lion is 8th on the far outside into the clubhouse turn. And then it's Jackson Ben now running in 9th. The filly. Devil May Care is 10th and in between horses. Patio down the backstretch run. A grueling half mile in the watery going here. 46 seconds flat. Super Saver down on the fence. Now he's in front. Super Saver, Calvin Burrell, 1 furlong from the Derby here. Noble's Promise runs in second. Patio Cotto is now third. Make music for me. Big long shot now 4th on the outside. And they're coming down to the finish. And it is Super Saver. A late run from Icebox, but it's Super Saver.
Yeah, that definitely looked like a muddy race. So Super Savers for the Reef of the Roses, and as it gears up for the Preakness, which will run for May 15th. That's all we have in sports tonight.